Hi, it's Nelin and today we're gonna have another breakdown video of my new upcoming track, which is called Bad Dreams. It's gonna be released on Wooden Press label 21st of April. I hope that you will find this video interesting and enjoy.
Okay, so the main idea for this track comes from the feeling of a dream. When you are seeing a dream, at first you can think that it's not a dream actually, that it's reality. But later you start to see some maybe things that are a bit off, and later you are understand that actually it's a dream. It's not normal. It's not a reality. So I bring that effect, that feeling to my track with the help of a lot of detune automations. Actually, I will show it in a few seconds. So let's start from the main lead. The main lead is here. So as I already said, at first it's just a pretty straightforward lead with a few chords. It's pretty funky, a bit catchy lead. But in the second part, we can see a few really small automations here. This one is tune automation for one of the oscillators, but as you can see, they are really tiny, like for one note, and it sounds like that. And for the transition part, like before the next part, it goes all the way down. And I used that thing actually for the whole track. As you can see here during the breakdown, I automated a few notes for pitching a bit down. And for this one big transition before the second verse, pitch goes all the way up. Additionally to main lead, we have a sub lead here. This one, but actually you cannot hear it for the most part of the track because I used it mainly for transition parts and stuff like that. For example, here. Also, LFO here was automated and it brings a lot of tension actually. There is one more sub lead. I used it to feel like more higher frequencies of the track. It is really quiet. So if we played all three layers all together, we have something like that. Okay, that's all for the main lead actually. There are a lot of additional elements which are bringing some, again, this strange feeling of a dream. I suppose my favorite element is, let me see where it is. Yeah, here. I use this one note before transition to next part, and I use two different detune automations here. So it's really detuned. The first one comes from standard Ableton envelopes. So as you can see here, it's really tiny amount of changes, like really. And the second one is native Serum unison automation. It is here. So it's for the first note, but as for second note, I don't use any automations at all, and it sounds like that. Detuned note and the usual note. And like we have really interesting effect here. But where scenes are started to get more interesting, it's a breakdown. The first scene we have one stop sound, which we can hear almost from the beginning of the track. This one sound. It is really quiet here, but still you can hear it. And as you can hear, there is kind of syncopation here for this track. I use Ableton arpeggiator for that purpose. So I set rate like for 1.3 and also short decay. So we have this interesting structure for notes here. But the most interesting part starts from the second verse. Let's hear what is going on during breakdown. So as you heard, the main part, like for this second part of the breakdown, was the same stop lead that was in the first part of the track, this one, as I mentioned earlier. Like tan tan. And for the second verse, we have another one track which is pretty similar to that, and it sounds like that. So again, the first thing is arpeggiator here. Without arpeggiator, actually it sounds like that. Just the two notes. And with an arpeggiator. And this interesting pan effect comes from Serum. if we try to see in our modulation matrix, like each new note is automated in a way that it sounds in a different channel. Like push the first time, you can hear it on the left channel, push second time, you can hear it on the right channel. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but sounds interesting, really. And the second verse altogether. So from the mood side and like from the vibe side of the track, this part, it's like when we understand that it's a dream, yeah, and things are started to get wrong, started to get really interesting. But later, in later parts of the track, everything again are bring to normal, and it sounds like that. Even from here. Except for lead parts and the parts which I already showed you, of course we have some parts. This one is the main part. But there's nothing really interesting here, just a usual part from Diva. Some supportive elements here, some supportive sounds. Actually, I suppose that's all for the back bass. Of course, we have a drums bass here with the kick, and the low bass where our main bass and some stop basses. So let's hear it. So our bass consists of the two parts, yeah. This one and this one. And also, as I said, we have some supportive elements for our low-end frequency. This one, for example. And this one. And let's hear one more time later part of the track all together. And actually, I suppose that is all for today. My main purpose was to show how actually I composed this track, what was the main ideas and what was the inspiration for this track. Bad Dreams is gonna be released on Voodoo and Prayers label 21st of April. You can pre-order it everywhere now, and yeah, that's all. Thanks and good luck.